Stream. Welcome. I am currently at my job, the print shop, with pictures of food that I printed at the print shop because I am a printer by day and a foodie by night. Print food and then eat it. My plan for today, well, it come to my realization that we have eaten 10 $10 suppers. And well, I was just there last night eating yet another $10 supper, so it is fresh on my mind. And I thought the best thing we could do today while we're working is to rank the best of the best. The top 10 $10 suppers. What order would I place all of these? Let me turn on an extra light so I look a little bit better on camera. Yeah, look at me now with that fresh lighting. Hello and welcome into the live stream. What do you think of this? Pretty good? What do you think of that? Which one do you think looks better? My vote's this one. One of these days I'll have people waiting for me. One of these days I'll have people lining up to join the live stream. But until that day, I'll just be here with my coffee. Well, let's get to work in the meantime. I just scored a bunch of things and we're gonna be folding them. We're gonna be talking as I'm folding. See, I'll be folding these as I'm talking about the 10 $10 suppers that I've eaten. And maybe we'll throw out a little question of the day. What's the most recent meal you've eaten? Did you wake up and have breakfast? Are you still thinking about your dinner last night? Well, still 0 people. Hopefully somebody will come in and tell me what they ate for dinner. I love talking about food, thinking about food. We're going to be ranking some food. But hopefully there's some people here who I can rank it to. So we'll give it a couple minutes for some people to pile in. Hello everyone, welcome to the live stream. I hope you're having good days or good nights, whatever it is. All right, so right here behind me, I have a stack of papers. I just put score lines in all of them. Now I'm going to take each of these papers that are scored and I'm going to be doing a little something like this. I gotta like fold them all and rack them up, and box them up, and all the fun stuff.
They're moving Brian, it's Debbie's husband, into a facility today.
Okay.
Yeah. So that will help out. You know?
Yeah.
So, because I mean, Debbie must be going through a fucking hell.
Yeah. I'm in the middle of something. Well, I guess it's just me today. You would think I'm a brand new channel, fresh out of the box. You would think this is my first ever live stream. But this is basically like my, I don't know, I've been doing this daily. Nope. Whatever. Well, I got a thumbs up, but nobody even said hi in the chat. Please say hi or something. Hello, hello, is anybody out there? Knock, knock, hello. Am I just talking to myself today? I think so, I think so. Hello, anybody out there? Please say something in the chat.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
I need some to fit in 9x12 envelopes.
What about the box that they came from?
It's 400 out of a 500 box.
I probably use the box.
Use the box and just mark it down.
Yeah,
No,
because...
500. That's a lie.
Right.
Okay.
Put some paper in there or something.
All right, cool.
That's what I would do.
All right, let's go. I'll take the advice.
Hello out there. I would love to start ranking these foods, but if nobody's going to be here to hear me talking, then what is the point? Guys, I've got 10 different $10 suppers that I've eaten over the past couple of months. I've eaten so many good foods, as you could see on the thumbnail, and I would like to just talk about these foods and rank them in order of what I liked best and what I liked best about them. But if nobody's here to hear me, then I'll just be here folding papers. Hello, Farah. Waiting for all the food to come out. I hope a lot of people will show up. Well, I don't know. It's been 7 minutes, and that's the first message we've gotten so far. But hello, thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well. There's one food item. That was the barbecue chicken that I tried. That came with mac and cheese and beans, baked beans. That one, if I had to put it, it's definitely in the top 5. It's probably in the top 3, honestly. I know what my number 1 spot is. We'll talk about that one in a little bit. In the meantime, I'm just going to be folding stuff. Oh, these live streams they're interesting. I mean, I run out of stuff to talk about before anybody's even here to talk to. Like, the point of live streaming is supposed to be interactive between, you know, the content creator and the viewer, but I don't get any active viewers, and I can't do it all myself. I don't know how many live streams it's going to take before people actually start watching. Oh, no work oh, it's Labor Day. That's awesome. Well, our Labor Day is a completely different day, I'm pretty sure. Happy May 1st. Yeah, the only holiday we really have coming up is, like, Mother's Day, coming up in a couple of weeks. But in parts of the world, Mother's Day already happened. So it's weird how the holidays fall on different days for everybody. non-working paid holidays. Yeah, that sounds great. I think I only have like, I don't know, 5 of those where you get paid, but you don't have to come to work. I mean, Labor Day is one of those holidays, I think. It's just not today. I don't know, maybe YouTube thinks that I'm live streaming too often. Maybe I need to slow down. Because I actually did 2 live streams yesterday. I did one at this time, which is my normal time. But then I also did an evening live stream at the place where I do the $10 suppers. So maybe YouTube doesn't like me streaming so often. Maybe they think because they pushed out the last live stream that they don't have to push out the next live stream. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll take tomorrow off, reset the algorithm. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for showing my stream to people. Oh my gosh, we're out of coffee. There's this much left. I'm gonna take it. Go ahead and make a second pot for the next guy. Yesterday you got confused with the interactions from your viewers. So my viewer, and that's probably part of the problem. I mean, so I have a friend who also does live streams here on YouTube, and that's basically his community. But whenever he was chatting with me, a bunch of his community came over. But really, I mean, sure, those people might say that they're my fans or whatever whenever they're here, but really they're his fans. They're only going to come around whenever he's around. And that's just the way it is. But that's kind of like, I want to build up my own live stream community, and that's the part that hasn't really happened yet. But yeah, I mean, and since they're like a community and they already know each other and they've got inside jokes, and it's hard for people outside of their clique to come in and join the conversation. So, I don't know, I guess that's kind of my fault, because on one hand, I was fortunate to have people talking to me, but on the other hand, if it's going to stop me from growing my own community, like, I don't want like a hand-me-down community. I want my own thing. Well, we'll see what happens, I guess. Patience is... Look, somebody can be patient forever. They can wait forever, but then you're just waiting your whole life away. At some point, there's got to be a point where you say, I've waited long enough and it's time to throw in the towel, because it's not a level playing field. Some people have a much better chance than other people, so if it doesn't work out for me, then maybe it's just not for me. I've got to find a different area where I can excel in. It's not always about patience, you know. Some people are just more adept at it. But me, I mean, I know my strengths. I know I'm really good at making shorts, and that is what I'll do. And whatever. I'm not upset if I have to put the live streams to the side. I don't want to. I mean, I'm still going to stick it out and see what happens, but nothing yet. Wow, to think I actually put effort into making like a proper thumbnail for this live stream and everything, and this is my lowest viewed one yet. I mean, YouTube at least, they usually try to send the video to some people. Like YouTube, it's like, once you start live streaming, it takes a couple minutes, but then usually around like the 3-minute mark, you'll see like 30 viewers all of a sudden. It goes from 0 viewers to 30 viewers. And that didn't happen this time.
We'll have a work order. Then you get ready with the dresses.
Okay. Just to share, one YouTuber here almost raised his white flag. When he was starting, he was just doing pranks, and now has a community. He grew. I mean, but that's how everybody starts. Everybody starts at 0, but only a few people make it to the top. Everybody else has to give up and find something else to do. Not everybody who starts finishes. But you hear the stories of the people who finished telling you about, oh, I was a small YouTuber. Everyone was a small YouTuber, but some people stay small YouTubers. Hey, what's up, Rajda? Welcome in. I'm doing all right. How are you? Just kind of wondering where everybody's at today. Quiet day. Rajna, have you eaten anything good recently? Farah, what about you? Have you eaten any good dinner or breakfast or anything? Why does that make you upset that you have to go to Germany tomorrow night? You ate Arabian food. That's pretty good. What kind of Arabian food did you eat? I don't even know what foods Arabians eat. I'm guessing they probably also eat rice, don't they? Hey, what's up, Heisenberg? Well, Heisenberg, you're in luck because I have a whole lot of folding to do. My fingers will be going to town. Heisenberg, you know you're like 20 minutes late for the live stream? You guys got to turn on my notifications. I get bored spending 20 minutes talking to myself before anybody gets here. Kibbe with yogurt. Well, I will have to look up what kibbe is. That's okay, Heisenberg. I'm just playing. I get it. You're Will's fan. You're not my fan. I drive a trailer. Oh, yeah. That's annoying. It's annoying driving trailers long distances. But safe travels to you. It's Lebanese, actually. Oh, okay. Huh.
I got that brown paper again that you had.
Oh, yeah. So you're going to Munich because cars broke down. BMW G30. So what, you're going to pick up the car and then fix it up? Ooh, Italy. I'd like to go to Italy one day. Well, I'd like to go everywhere, but Italy's definitely high up on the list. For the food. Though I hear... Someone told me that the pizza that we have in America is better than the pizza that they have in Italy. Just saying. Like, real Italian pizza is apparently more like the healthy version of pizza that, like, nobody ever wants to eat. Like, it's got the thickle pieces of mozzarella and the basil leaves, and we in America like super greasy, cheesy pizzas. We want to have a heart attack mid-bite. You should, Heisenberg, you should go to the Philippines for your masters. Well, it depends what you're mastering in. I think a lot of people go to the Philippines for schooling because it's cheap. So I've heard. There's no better pizza than yours? I don't know. I've never tried it. University rankings aren't great for Philippines. Also, job market isn't great. Well, you just go there for the school. You don't go there for the job market. Even people in the Philippines don't usually find jobs in the Philippines. They gotta work abroad. Yeah, I have another Filipino friend who was working abroad in Saudi Arabia, and like they were so excited to finally be able to come home just to basically have to go back because they still needed to make money and there still wasn't a way to make money in the Philippines. So, going back to Saudi Arabia. De La Salle University, Ateneo de Manila, Santo Tomas. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, truck drivers usually a pretty good job as long as you don't mind being on the road all day. Wow, what? Teeth Fighter, you are 30 minutes late. You gotta turn on notifications. Nurses work 10 hours, earn 25K. Yeah, that's not much. It's okay. No worries. Everyone's late. It's not just you. But, I don't know. 30 minutes into the live stream, I get bored. I was going to talk about food this live stream, but nobody was here to talk about food with. So now I'm just folding, and I don't really want to talk about food anymore. You guys can talk about cars and master's degrees. Well, hope everybody's having a good day out there. Look, guys, I put in the effort to make visual components for this live stream. We really were going to talk about food. That was the intention, but... You guys... I had somebody mentioned something about the conversations yesterday. You guys are a bit too much of a clique. You guys have like your own little conversations going on in chat, but it's not really welcoming to any new viewers. People have expressed that the conversations are a little bit invasive, for lack of a better word. And that's probably my fault because I was approving all of these messages that YouTube was flagging and... But... See, we got a message that's held for review, and I'm just gonna leave it hidden because it's just not working. All right, so yesterday was Wednesday, and on Wednesdays I go to a restaurant called Bevo, and they serve a $10 special. This is what I ate last night, basically. This picture is actually taken weeks ago, and the reason I didn't record a video last night, the reason I live streamed it instead, is because they served this a second time, a duplicate. So I wasn't going to make the same video twice, so I live streamed it instead. Nobody really watched the live stream. It was kind of pointless, but it was experimental. But anyway, my idea now, I realized that I've done 10 $10 suppers. So my next $10 supper video is actually going to be like a compilation video or like a ranking list. So I was working on like a tier list, which is why I made that the thumbnail for this podcast. And since the topic was on my brain, I was going to talk about how I felt about all these different food items. Teeth, this is like my 15th live stream. Anyway, so I think of all of these meals, it was easy to decide which one was my least favorite, which is this. This is called Spatzel. I don't actually know how to pronounce it. People in the comments told me that I pronounced it wrong. It's called Spatzel or something. It's like dumplings. And it's not that they were like bad, it's just that they were like super dry. I almost felt like I love me like some chicken and dumplings. That's like a chicken soup and it's got dumplings in it. So it's like I almost would have just taken these dumplings and mixed them with some chicken soup, and then that would have been perfect. But the dumplings, they're just kind of dry on their own. So definitely wasn't my favorite when you compare it to, you know, things like this. This is pretty high up on the list. This has got my #1 favorite food. Maybe it was overcooked. Maybe this one was overcooked. I don't think the spatzel was overcooked. I think that's just how it is. I mean, there's just dumplings. It's like dough. Is that all it really needed was like some chicken broth or something, just or like gravy or just like a sauce to moisten it up a bit. It had like mushrooms and Parmesan cheese. Even they could have replaced the Parmesan cheese with like a, I don't know, maybe like a mozzarella, something with like some moisture in there. This one's a good one. Honestly, a lot of the meals were very good, and I had a hard time ranking them. Except for the bottom one. That was pretty easy. Dry, but how's the taste? It's hard to... I mean, dry is a taste, you know? Like if you're chewing on it and it's just like stuck to the inside of your mouth and drying out your mouth, and it's just not satisfying, you know? It just tasted like cheese. I like cheese, but cheese usually has some moisture behind it. So dry cheese, I don't know, it didn't really work for me. Why does that roof look kind of weird? Because it's like falling off in places, and it's great. Yeah. So I think my #1 favorite was definitely that fricadelle, the one with the onion rings stacked on top. But I think it's the onion rings that brought it to the top. But the fricadelle itself had a nice flavor. I mean, it was basically just like a hamburger, but well seasoned. And then, yeah, most of the other things just kind of fell in between. I mean, when you got things like fried chicken and barbecue chicken, they're both chicken, and it's just personal preference. I ended up putting both of those in the same tier. But honestly, the barbecue chicken meal was better than the fried chicken meal just because of the sides that it came with. Let me see. Like here was the fried chicken meal, so it's got corn and mashed potatoes with it. Barbecue chicken meal is the one I got hung up. Here's the barbecue chicken meal, so it's got the barbecue chicken, then it has mac and cheese and baked beans. So this, I mean, honestly, this could have been like an S tier, just like the fricadelle. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't put it as S tier. I feel like whenever I went in to eat this meal, I feel like the restaurant gives me special treatment sometimes because I'm a content creator. I feel like the sides should have been more similar to this, like mashed potatoes and corn. I feel like the mac and cheese, I think that's like a premium side. I think other customers, they would have charged extra. But because it's me, you know, because I'm making content for them, I make the content for myself, but, you know, they get benefits from it too. I don't know if any customers are really... I don't know if they're getting, like, more customers or anything because I'm going to the restaurant, but... they still like what I do, and... I don't know. I don't like getting special treatment from restaurants, though, because what if I do have something negative to say? I don't want them to take it the wrong way. And even for something like this, making like ranking, like listing how I felt about the different items in order, it's like, yeah, I'm going to call one of them number one, but one of them is going to be called number 10 out of 10. And obviously, they might feel a little bit hurt if I say I don't like this one as much as I liked that one. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I also want to be an honest content creator. Can't say everything's good if not everything's good, because then I lose any credibility. You like the attitude? I can't help it. Hey, what's up, Will? Welcome to the live stream. I mean, Farah, on one hand, it is cool to get some kind of special treatment. Like, it's because of my relationship with this restaurant that I was able to get an invitation to an opening for a different restaurant. So it is, on one hand, it is cool to have like a little bit of, I guess, recognition, or I just don't want to let it get to my head. I don't want to like start expecting things like, let me be first in line because I'm a content creator. Let me get the biggest piece of meat because I'm a content creator. I don't want it to be like that. Especially for this series that I'm doing. Like, part of it is like authenticity too. Like, it's supposed to be based around this $10 value. This is what anybody can get for $10. It's not just supposed to be what I can get for $10 because of my access or whatever. It's supposed to be what anybody. It's like, you know. I don't know if that's expensive or not for a house. It seems, I don't even know what house prices are where I'm at. Expensive though. That's why I still rent and I don't own a house. Oh, when you're folding stuff, they just start going all over the place. All right, let's talk about food. Everybody needs to tell me what is the most recent meal you've eaten. Will, no, I did not check out the David Cross situation. I'm probably not going to either. I don't really get into pop culture or what's happening in the news today, because it's going to happen today and then tomorrow everyone's going to forget about it. So, yeah, I mean, if I'm if I randomly think about it later, then sure, I'll check it out. But it's not something I'm going to seek out. I don't really care about what David Cross's opinions are about whatever. I barely care about what my own opinions are on things, because that's the thing about opinions that everybody forgets, is that opinions change. I mean, all it takes is like one interaction, and then you can totally have your eyes opened, and then all of a sudden you're given the polar opposite interview to what you've just given a month ago. But people want to like cancel people over opinions that they make one time, and chances are they made it in like an emotional state where they're not even thinking clearly. They're just expressing their emotions, and so I don't know. Mac and cheese and chips. Nice. Watermelon, mangoes, and cold coffee. Nice. But you need some protein. Last Christmas, you made those when I made the snack reviews. My advent calendar. Yeah, the advent calendar was interesting. I mean, I really liked doing it, but I feel like the audience didn't necessarily understand the concept. There was like such big differences in views from one video to another. Plus, I can't even explain how behind the scenes, just how difficult that series was. Because like, I was waking up early. I wasn't like bulk recording those episodes. Sonia says you are very wise, Lukey. Well, I don't know about that. I think I just talk a lot of shit. I just run my mouth a lot, and hopefully some of it sticks. Even the thing I said about opinions, that more applies to me. Like, I know how fast my opinions change. That's why I'm not really going to hold anyone else's opinions against them. I change my mind like that. I don't stick to anything I say. But thank you, Sonia, for recognizing my wisdom. But other people wouldn't see it that way. Normally, people older than me think I'm just full of shit talking out of my ass. Was it mine held back? Your Jimmy Dean sausage, breakfast, Sammy, and yogurt. Nice. Delicious. I haven't had a Jimmy Dean's in ages. And what kind of yogurt do you like? I'm a Greek yogurt guy. Greek yogurt doesn't come in as many fancy flavors, so I just have like a big tub of strawberry Greek yogurt. Less of protein in diet. Many have pot belly because of carbs, and double up on the protein. Yeah, I guess you're right. It is hard to get. Protein's more scarce, I guess. Hey, Hyun. Welcome to the live stream. Good to see you too. How's your day going? Yeah, I guess you have to start looking up like Indian bodybuilders to see what they do, because somebody's got to have it figured out. Sure, you just got to eat like a lot of beans. Still going to work. Yeah, I heard that. The work never ends. Whey protein. Oh yeah, I'm sure you can probably get protein powder. Just order like a big old container of protein powder. Ever thought of putting up something like a meal plan, stay lean and healthy? You know, what works for me isn't really gonna work for everyone else. And I'm definitely not. Maybe one day if I can figure out. I'm still figuring out what works for my own body. If I can figure it out better, then I will share. Otherwise, I'm not really the right person to be giving advice on that. Alright. So, the fricadelle has my number 1 slot. And then, honestly, I think I'm going to put bangers and mash at my number 2 slot. Surprisingly, it's the only one that came with peas. And honestly, it could have easily been the barbecue chicken. Could have easily been the barbecue chicken, but I didn't want to separate the barbecue chicken and the fried chicken. So they both got bumped down. But bangers and mash, that'll get the number 2 slot. But that means I'll give the barbecue chicken the number 3 slot. Will, I know you're not being spicy. I think Teeth knows you're not being spicy too. Just playing. It's because I made a statement earlier that people were uncomfortable with the comments of yesterday's live stream. So I had to say something today. And it made a difference because so far in this live stream, there's only been one message that YouTube blocked that I needed to approve. Rather than yesterday, it was literally like every other message I was letting through. Why am I sticking those? Because the title of this live stream is Ranking the Foods. This is my ranking. Rank number 1, rank number 2. My goal, I'm not intentionally censoring you, but I do have a goal. I would like to grow a community. You guys already are a community. Like, you guys have your clique. You guys come in here, you hang out with each other. You guys aren't really here for me. You guys are here for each other. But I need people to join who are here for me. And if people are afraid to talk to me because of everything else that's happening in the chat, then I don't know. I think this can be a place where we can all get along. I have thoughts. I don't know why you're hurt. I don't know whether to take you serious or not. I've been making content for a very long time. But you guys didn't find me until Will found me. That's what I mean, like you guys are his clique. I mean, I still like you guys. But I don't think you would have found me naturally. Heisenberg, why don't you talk about food or something? You're adopted and your parents don't feed you enough? You want to talk food with me? Alright, well now you're just gaslighting me. I am a foodie channel and this is clearly a foodie live stream. And that just confirms my point that I was making earlier. You're not here for the topic, you're not here for my topics, not for the food, not for the live stream. You're here to hang out with Will and Teeth Fighter and Rajna. You're here for your clique. This is a platform for your clique to hang out. I would love it if you guys were here to support me and support the things that I'm talking about, but you guys just keep going on talking about your own things. This is just a chat room for you guys to talk. I'm just trying to get you guys involved in the conversation. I really wanted to talk about food. What kind of music would you like to hear, Heisenberg? Well, message held for review. What's it gonna say? Hi, kitty. Lisa, aka Kitty. Can we get an acapella? I don't know. Maybe. Lisa Marie, that is my friend Kitty. A real life friend. Somebody I actually know. So everyone be nice to her. But hello, Kitty. Welcome to the live stream. Weren't you telling me, Heisenberg, weren't you telling me previously that foodie means like vagina or something weird like that? You thought the video ended? Is something weird happening? Looks normal to me. So we've got two rankings so far. I think I'm actually going to I'll do it like that. They're both on top. So they're both top tier. In the third place, we'll go with the barbecue chicken. But really, that's only taken this spot because of the sides. All right, who here has watched every episode of my $10 supper series? There's only 10 episodes. They're only about a minute each. So hopefully I'm not asking for too much. Kitty, do you agree with my rankings so far? I got the fricadelle at number 1, mostly because of the onion rings. I got the bangers and mash at number 2, just because, I don't know, it was different. The sausage had nice flavor. The barbecue chicken at number 3. Probably had the best sides out of all of them. Watched a couple, but honestly not all. Well, that's okay. I do be putting out a lot of content. But they are all conveniently in a playlist, so you can watch. Well, Heisenberg, that is the glory of my channel. I am an international foodie. I eat food from all over. Most of this stuff is German food. It's not even American food. This is English food. I mean, barbecue chicken, I guess that can be American food. I mean, but that one's German. When I went to that vegan food festival, the last thing I ate, I think it was after you had already stopped watching, but I ate, it was called bread. It was Indian. It was like bread with potato inside and may have been fried. It was called bread pakara or something. Yeah, that was really good. So I'll make sure to make a little video on that so that you've got something good to watch from your own culture. If you can't watch German food, I'll make something Indian specifically for you. Hey, welcome back, Raj. Yeah, I have plenty of Filipino food videos because I keep making those because they get a lot of views. And also, I love Filipino food. It's very good. I'm trying to eat every single Filipino food available to me. But there's a lot. Sonia's not happy. I'm sorry to hear that, Sonia. All right. Schnitzel, actually not very high up on the list. Win Bosnian Sevapi. I will try that. I'll try to try that soon. If I remember this weekend. Heisenberg, what kind of food would you like to see me do? What's going to get you watching? You're confused by American food. Yeah, I don't really know if anything is actually considered American food. We just take everyone else's food. I mean, even like the most classic American meal you can think of is like a hamburger. And a Hamburg is from Germany, from Hamburg. And pizza. We love pizza, but that's not from here. But like I was saying earlier, I mean, the way Italians do pizza. All right, Heisenberg. So over the winter, over December, I did an advent calendar. So that was 25 days in a row of eating a different food from a different nation. 25 different nations, 25 different foods for 25 days in a row. At the end of that series, I did a top 10 of the international snacks that I tried. But then the top 10 video got way less views than any other video in the whole series. So if you are interested in a top 10 video, I've put one of them out there, but those ones don't tend to be as popular. Spin a wheel and only eat food from that country for a whole day. That's a cool idea. I would like to do that. There's this YouTuber who I watch sometimes. He does series similar to that where he'll do like a whole... He does more than just a whole day. He does like a whole week. It'll be like a whole week of only eating green food, a whole week of only eating food from a store that's not really a food store, like a clothing store that has like a little food section in the back. He'll do a week where he only eats food from that place, and he does food challenges like that. Problem for me is, since I do mostly like short form content, it doesn't always translate to shorts very well. It's like, that's why most of my videos feature just one meal. Yeah, Heisenberg, at this point, it might be hard to find. It'll be quite a while back at this point. The Advent Snacks was a great idea and fun to watch. Well, I'm glad you liked it. After that series ended, phew, I needed a break. That's why January was a slow month for my content, because December completely wiped me out. I worked very hard on that series, and there were quite a lot of bumps, quite a lot of ups and downs. My Facebook account got monetized and then got demonetized. Now it's back monetized again. It was just a lot of work, a lot of planning, a lot of waking up early to do the recording, and then trying to find time during the day to do the editing, and then trying to find the best titles and captions and tags to give the video, and then like I said, some videos would get 1,000 views and some would only get 100 views. And I'm trying to figure out, well, how come this one only got 100 views? Is it because I gave it the wrong title? Did I upload it at the wrong time? Are people just not as interested in this food compared to that food? Did I make the video 1 second too long because 44 seconds versus 45 seconds is such a big deal? There's so many different variables, and when you're doing a daily series like that, where you can't really, like, sometimes it takes more than 1 day for all the analytical data to come through. So it's like I'm trying to learn from the previous day while working on the next day, and it's just a lot of confusion and not really knowing what to do. So, I mean, I would like to do another advent calendar next December. Lukey, why don't you put all of these videos on TikTok and Instagram as well? Heisenberg, I do. I have a link tree. Lukey Bazookey, the multi-platformed. If you scan this QR code, that will take you to my link tree. I've got YouTube, SoundCloud, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads. All of them. I'm everywhere. I do put my videos everywhere. Different platforms get different results, and even like with this $10 supper series on YouTube, the most popular video was this one, I think. On TikTok, basically the best video, each platform has a different best video. So, I don't know. There's just a lot of confusion. I don't know. I haven't figured out the system yet. Do you think the algorithm thing hinders followers from seeing notifications? I rarely see notifications from you. Yeah, probably. I mean, on YouTube, if you want notifications, you got to do more than just click subscribe. You have to click the bell. Because when you click subscribe, all that does is puts the videos in your subscription feed, but you have to actually check the subscription feed. But if you want notifications, then you have to actually enable the notifications. But forewarning, I mean, I put up like, well, now I'm doing these live streams every day. But prior to the live streams, alongside the live stream, I also put up like 3 or 4 shorts, or not 3 or 4, like 2 or 3 shorts per week. So on Thursdays, I usually upload the $10 supper. On like Sunday, I sometimes have something, and Tuesdays, I sometimes have something. I know I missed my Tuesday upload this week. Today's Thursday. I'll probably upload today if I can get my video finished. Like I said, I'm still working on this tier list. But I'm trying to have that finished for today, just because this is the day that I've always had my $10 supper. But if it doesn't get done today, I'll just upload it tomorrow, because it is slightly different than the rest of the series. I don't know. Also, ever since live streaming, I find myself with less energy. Cinco de Mayo is on Taco Tuesday. Gonna do anything? Oh man, I wasn't even thinking about it. I guess I'm gonna have to, right? I wasn't thinking about it, but yeah, good idea. I should do something for Cinco de Mayo, Taco Tuesday. I was just saying, ever since I started doing these daily live streams, I find myself with less energy at the end of the days. So going home and editing videos is tough. Some days I just don't have the energy to edit, especially if like Tuesdays and Thursdays I go to the gym after work. Wednesdays I go to Bevo after work. So And then like Mondays and Fridays, I mean, sometimes I just like to not do anything after work, not have to work on editing a video after working all day. And energy, it's a resource. You got to spend it wisely. I have more stuff to fold, by the way. You thought I was done folding? I'm not. Yeah, sticky fingers. Yeah, that's right. Teeth Fighter suggested writing a song about about each vegetable and then sing it and use the vegetable like a mic. I can think of some vegetables that I would not like to use as a mic. But I do basically have a rap that's about vegetables. Kind of. My song Rap Man. I mean, the album cover for Rap Man is actually like vegetables fighting with each other. I have a bag full of Lukey Bazookey stickers. Oh, somehow I don't have a Ratman sticker. Somehow I don't have a Ratman sticker. The one on my bottle's all torn up. But yeah, my album cover for Ratman, that's like, alright, I guess there's only one vegetable. That's a squash. That's a hot sauce. And that's a Red Bull. And I made a video about that not too long ago. Forget Ratman. What about Scatman? No, forget Scatman. I'm the Ratman. Lukey Ratman Bazookey. Yeah, my song Ratman. I actually just made a video about this not too long ago. Just curious, what music are you really into? Rap. I make rap music, I listen to rap music. This video I made, I didn't put it on my YouTube because it's not food related. I didn't post it anywhere. It's on TikTok, but it's not on YouTube. And on Instagram, I only posted it on my story. How long am I working there? Like years? Like how many years? I think it's been like 4 years. Or do you just mean like how long have I been working today? Today, what time is it now? I started at like 8:30 and it's 1:30. So 5 hours. Only rap music? No, not only rap music, but I don't know, I listen to like alternative sometimes, but you know how it is with music. It's just the same with any algorithm. Once you start listening to a few songs, then the algorithm's going to feed you songs in the same genre. So it's like, yeah, if somebody else is playing the radio and they're playing their genre of music, I mean, I'm fine with most music. But if I'm picking the music, then I'll just put on whatever YouTube is feeding to me, which is just the same old rap music that I've always listened to. Such and such artist released a new song, so just listen to the artist that you've always listened to. But my vegetable song, like keep trying to talk about. There's a verse in Rap Man, and I noticed that I kept mentioning food, so I made a little video about it, but I never posted it on YouTube because even though I mentioned food, it's not really like a food video. But all right, if you want to hear a little acapella rap verse, I will give you an acapella rap verse, but too bad. I think Teeth Fighter left, and she was the one asking for it. You're missing it. But the rap verse, it's like, I can box like a bento box. I can box like a bento, knock your socks off, I ain't gentle. I put pop rocks in your dental. I put odd thoughts in your mental. Got a locked box in the shed full of hot sauce and Red Bull. It's a lost cause, the salad tossed, you're vegetable, and you're more salty than a pretzel. Didn't know you're faulty, you ain't special, and your dirty laundry is your best clothes. Try to warn your buddy unsuccessful. So there's like 8 different, the salad's tossed, you're vegetable, and you're more salty than a pretzel. You know, salad, vegetable, salt, pretzel. I can box like a bento box. So that's like the closest thing to a food rap that I've rapped. I am a rock person, but since Eminem came up when I was in college, I realized rap sounds cool. Yeah, I'm a big Eminem fan. White rappers from the Midwest, we gotta stick together. And that's actually like the second half of the verse. It's not even the beginning of the verse. So I might as well just do the whole verse. There's no need to fear, the Rat Man is here. There's no need to fear, the Rat Man is here. The rate that he's going, it's showing no slowing. I want to be clear, so buyer beware. I just keep flowing and knowing there's no one to even compare. The reason I'm here, cause I got potential. I cleared off my schedule and picked up a pencil. I don't use a stencil, it's straight off the mental. Check my credentials, I can box like a bento. Knock your socks off, I ain't gentle. I put pop rocks in your dental. I put odd dots in your mental. Got a locked box in the shed full of hot sauce and Red Bull. It's a lost cause, the salad tossed your vegetable. Ain't you more salty than a pretzel? Didn't know you're faulty, you ain't special. And your dirty laundry is your best clothes. Try to warn your buddy unsuccessful. Look in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's a guy. What's his name? It's Rat Man. Yeah, that's Rat Man. Well, thank you very much. That's Lukey Bazookey. Lukey Bazookey was supposed to be a rapper, but people would rather see me eat food than rap, so. So I'll just rap as a hobby. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, not technically from Bazooka Joe, but the original Lukey Bazookey logo was based on Bazooka bubblegum. Well, I intentionally made the Lukey Bazookey logo look like Bazooka bubblegum. But not really the name inspiration. Actually, fun fact, Lukey Bazookey, the name Bazookey, obviously Lukey comes from Luke, my name, but the Bazookey part actually comes from Minecraft. The story is, like, in Minecraft, you can, like, name your weapons. You can name your sword, and you can name your bow. And a bow, they don't have, like, bazookas in Minecraft. A bow was your only kind of long-ranged weapon. So I named my bow the Lukey Bazookey. It was my bazooka, even though there weren't bazookas in the game, but it was a bow with firepower. So, I'm not sure if the extremely young have any idea who Bazooka Joe is. I don't know. I know who he is, but I'm probably not the one you're referring to with a young generation. Yeah, Bazooka Joe from the old Bazooka Bubblegum comics. There's a whole like family of Bazooka family members. Well, I got all my stuff folded. Let me do some more food rankings. So there's some that are hard to rank, like the meatloaf, super delicious. That one's up here. This is like a pork tenderloin. It's also gonna be up there with the rest. The fried chicken's gonna go up there. I mean, here's the barbecue chicken. I want to put the fried chicken just right here next to the barbecue chicken, because between fried and barbecue chicken, I like them both. It's hard to pick a favorite between the two. Some of these I have no problem putting further down on the list. So we'll put the fried chicken next. Between these two, honestly, they'll just go side by side. I don't need to put one higher than the other. We'll call it. Up here is S tier. These are A tier. These are also A tier. So the rest are going to be B tier and C tier. Trying to get rid of the glare that's on them. Dang, that's nice. That's beautiful. I wanted to like the schnitzel more, but there's just something. I was looking forward to trying schnitzel, but I was disappointed by like the meat to bread ratio. Like they pound that meat so thin, and then they bread it and fry it, and then it just wasn't enough meat for me, really. So that one's not all that high up. And I already told you this. Shoot, what's it called? Is that British food? Banana and grapes. This one? Heisenberg, where have you been? That's one of the first ones we put up there. Alright. So next, I'm going to go with fish and chips. They were good. They were kind of basic, but good. Since you like chicken, I guess you should try chicken inasal or bacalhau inasal. Yeah, I haven't tried either of those yet, but I'm pretty sure they serve chicken inasal at the Cayenne Tayo that I go to. Spätzle. Yeah, I couldn't think of the name. Yeah, the Spätzle, that one's going to be at the bottom. It was good, but not good enough. Not compared to all the rest of these. Fish and chips, and then we'll put the pot pie in the next position. The chicken pot pie was good. It's different. I mean, I don't know if I would have preferred like a real pot pie where it's actually like a pie crust with all the fillings inside of it. This is like a puff pastry floating in a chicken soup, which is good. I mean, I like all those things. I don't know if I would have preferred it as a pie. Huh. Running out of space here. There we go. That's our rankings, I think. So for the A tier, we got fricadelle, we got bangers and mash. B tier, we got barbecue chicken, fried chicken, pork tenderloin, meatloaf. C tier, we got the fish and chips. We've got the chicken pot pie. And then, S tier, A tier, B tier, then C tier at the bottom. Nothing's D tier. Nothing's that low. Nothing's in D tier. C tier is the lowest. So C tier, we've got the spätzle and the schnitzel. Well, Germans are not going to like me for saying that. The most German things on here, I said no. I guess the fricadelle. That cancels out the others. I think if they would have combined the spätzle and the chicken pot pie, that would have been perfect. Then it would have been chicken and dumplings, and I love chicken and dumplings. Delicious coffee. Well, I think might be about time to wrap up the stream. We've successfully ranked our foods. I successfully folded all the things I needed to fold. My coffee's still hitting the spot, still delicious. And we've been live for an hour and 35 minutes. So, quite a good chunk of time spent here on YouTube. Thank you all for hanging out with me. This was such a treat. I enjoyed spending this time together. I enjoyed the food. I liked talking about food. That's what I came into this live stream for, and I'm glad we got to accomplish that. I got the food, I got the folding. What more can you ask for? At least I'm glad you were able to... Sorry, it says Lisa. Kitty. I'm used to calling you Kitty, but it says Lisa. Yeah, I'm happy you're here. I'm surprised you were able to catch me live already. But yeah, I do this most days. I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow. I kind of feel like I need to take a day off. Heisenberg wants to start with eggs. You've never had them. How should you go about it? I think most people probably want to go with scrambled eggs. Every other form of it, like my preferred form of eggs, I like them over easy. But some people are put off whenever the yolk is still runny. So I'd say start with scrambled eggs. That's where they mix everything together. Everything gets fully cooked and you don't have to worry about like weird liquid parts. And it's just scrambled egg is probably the best way to go for a first time egg eater. And, yeah, if you don't like scrambled eggs, you probably won't like any other type of eggs. So just start there and let me know what you think. How do you check if you're not allergic? You just start with a small amount, a very small amount. I think you could probably start by like rubbing it on your skin. If you don't get a reaction from testing it on your skin, then just put a dot on your tongue, just a little bit on your tongue. And if your tongue doesn't swell up, if your throat doesn't swell up, then you can try out eating just like a small portion. If you can eat the small portion and it doesn't affect your stomach and it doesn't affect your digestion or whatever, then I think you're safe to say that you don't have an allergy. But just take it easy. Don't hurt yourself. Yeah, only just taste a little bit. All right, so I might live stream tomorrow. I might not. Just depends how I feel. Depends how the work day's going. But you'll find out. Make sure to turn your notifications on, so if I do go live, you will know about it. And yeah, thank you all for being here. This was a good time. Glad we could spend this time together. Heisenberg, I'd say give it like an hour. Yeah, it's been a fun time. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you next time. I hope you have a great day or a great night or a good evening. And if you're still bored and you need something else to do, my friend is about to start live streaming in 5 minutes. That is The Ride Home with Will. So you can watch him drive home from work. And he's usually got some good stuff to talk about. He's got probably better vibes over there than I got over here. Here I've got food to talk about. He's got worldly news and pop culture and fun times. He won't get on your case about chat being too dirty or inaccessible. It's all good times over there. You'll have fun. You'll like it. So I'll be there. And I'll be here. So yeah, thank you. I will enjoy the rest of my day, and you all do the same, and I'm out of here. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Love you all. Peace out.